of Giants expansion
Can't wait.
is almost
Don't
here,
forget, we are
and
currently
it's set to
doing
shake
an
up the
Indiana
world
Jones
of
3
Indiana
Circle
Jones and the Great
replay
Circle.
live every
Joining me
morning
to talk
on
through the
YouTube
new
and Twitch.
locations, new
And if you missed the
puzzles,
live
and
streams,
some
don't forget you
truly
can check out the
monumental
VODs
enemies,
on YouTube
please
as well.
welcome Machine Games lead game designer Zeke Variant and creative director Axel Torvenus. Welcome, guys. How are you today?
No sound.
Really excited to be here. I'm so excited to talk to you. Zeke, it's lovely to meet you for the first time. Axel, it's great to see you again. I'm so happy to be chatting about the new expansion. So, to catch us up, if we haven't already
She's being
played
told
the
technical
game,
difficulties.
I mean, first of all, what are you guys doing? I've had a great time playing it. But for those of us who haven't maybe had a chance to dip into the world of Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, what would you say is a great thing to get us used to the Order of Giants, and how does it fit in with the game so far?
Yeah, so the Order of the Giants is an extension, so you can start playing it right from the beginning of the, well, not right from the beginning of the game, but as you journey through the Vatican, you it's a natural extension into the plot of the Great Circle, and so it fits quite well in. Oh my. Sorry, Axel, you want to take this one?
Well, I mean,
He's a little nervous because he got his
basically
mic got all
about
screwed up. But now,
deepening the
now
mysteries
he's
and the lore about
now
the
he's a little
Nephilim and the Order of
stressed. Poor
Giants.
guy.
And it takes place and it starts off in the Vatican. That's
Okay.
where the game, the DLC kicks off. And from there we will venture into a lot of new areas, new biomes, new puzzles, new mysteries,
Yeah.
a lot of new exciting content for you to enjoy.
Very exciting. I can't wait to see what kind of the new locations
got all
are.
flustered
'Cause
'cause of
one of
his
my favorite
microphone,
parts
poor
is
guy.
obviously exploring some of the ancient Egyptian tombs in the main game. 'Cause I've loved ancient Egypt ever since I was younger, so feeling that through Indy as well was so class. I can't
Nice.
wait for that. Now, Axel, you're mentioning the Nephilim Order, and I really love Locust, obviously, in the first, the main game. But tell us a little bit more about the lore behind the Order and the Giants we can expect in this game.
Absolutely, and without giving away too many spoilers, because that would be boring, right? But the core premise is that within the Vatican you will encounter this mysterious character, Father Ricci. He is very obsessed with this idea of a secret chamber and a certain artifact and a relic that he's hunting for. And he asks Indiana Jones for help to unravel the mystery of him. And that sets you off on a path where we dig much deeper into the background story and the background lore of the Nephilims and the tribe of giants, and how that connects with both the Vatican and Rome as a whole, but also there are hints and hooks back to the main game.
Got you. Very interesting. So, do you think, would you say the story itself is quite self-contained? How much of that is, or how much does it affect the main game, or how much can be enjoyed independently from it as well?
Yeah, so it is self-contained, but it also it's something that you should be able to experience from the first playthrough. As you get through the Vatican, you know, you find Father Ricci, you can go on this quest, or if you've already completed the game before, you can come back to the Vatican, he's there, and that'll put you off onto a new quest as well.
Perfect.
Love that. I can't wait.
Because we're doing the replay right now, and then I'll probably go back to my original save,
As we're looking
grab
forward
that
to that,
character, and
I
come back
really enjoyed
to the
some of
Vatican.
the side stories that we would go off and do, the adventures with Indy, or even just snapping some pictures. So lots more of that to look forward to in the Order of Giants.
Oh yeah, yeah. So we have like lots of brand new puzzles, lots of new mechanics, new enemies, and all of our puzzles are like from fresh. You know, we're new mechanics, and we're not recycling anything there. As well, we also have 2 new adventure books that you can find.
Perfect.
Tons of notes that will give you backstory about the history of the Nephilim and other things. And as Axel has said, this is the kind of content that ties into, you know, the story, you know, from before. Like, you'd be able to find out more about some things that you kind of maybe overlooked, and also about the story to come. So, you know, in your journal, you'll have all these notes, and it fits right into, like, you know, that journey of filling the journal from like the very first note you pick up in Marshall College all the way to what you find at in Iraq at the end.
Heck yeah. Oh, that sounds so exciting. I wanted to ask about the adventure books because I love the way you guys integrated that as a way to level up indie skills and stuff. I wish I could do that. I mean, yeah, I guess reading does help develop new skills, so there we go. But yeah, we can expect to see some more and maybe collect some more in the DLC as well?
Yeah, 2 new adventure books, and of course these are things that you need to go exploring around to be able to find. You know, these are not locked, these aren't just like standing out in the open, but you need to go exploring, find little puzzles, solve mysteries, and it fits right into the, you know, the whole idea of being Indiana Jones, being curious and always open for discovery.
Got you. You guys must be so smart doing puzzles all the time in-game and in the office and stuff, crafting these ones. Wow, I'm jealous. So let's talk a little bit about
She is one of the best interviewers
the
from
expansion
the
itself
Gamescom.
and the
I remember her from last
Maybe
year
Axel,
too.
you can start us off. How did the success
I just like her
of the
personality.
main
She seems like a
game
lot of
and the
fun.
Great
She does
Circle
interviews.
inform your decisions going forward into the DLC?
Yeah. So it's always been the plan to kind of deepen the story and dive deeper into the aspects that we do have in the DLC. And
Grace
with
hasn't caught
that
up
being
again.
a very
Yeah, Inky
conscious
Z.
choice,
Production
we
crew.
also could make
Get a
sure
cat!
that we had
Get a cat!
good integration.
Get a cat!
So
Yum, yum,
the
yum.
game, the DLC takes place and it kicks off, you know, within the Vatican, and there was not an easy thing to have that from a technical point of view to actually function. There's a lot of hard work from engineers and designers that's just working under the hood, that it's basically this kind of seamless transition into a DLC. So there's a lot of hard work that has been ongoing to make sure that you don't really notice that we are swapping out maps and doing a lot of technical mumbo jumbo. But it's in the end, it is this kind of seamless transition that we always aim to have. And I think that part of that conscious choice very early on helped us making sure that the experience in the end when you play the DLC is that it fits perfectly within the Great Circle experience.
Love that. I mean, I don't want to gas you guys up a little too much, but I just had such a blast with the first one, especially with
last
the puzzles
December,
and also
that was
just
one of my games of
uncovering
the year.
Vatican and all
And then
of the
right now,
locations we went.
replaying it, I'm just reminded of
and
how
even some of the
damn good the
performances
Great
were
Circle
just
is.
so incredible. I was
So
not
much
to name
fun.
drop, but I was lucky enough to talk to Troy Baker and Marius, obviously, about their characters in
Troy Baker
Indiana
needs to
Jones
win
and the
so
Great
many
Circle.
awards.
And Troy was saying about how the main point from himself and also from you guys developing it was to really put the player in Indiana's shoes.
Yeah.
It's not Troy Baker's Indiana, it's yourself,
Absolutely.
it's the
You are
player's
Indiana
Indiana.
Jones.
So that's so cool.
And they
coming on to
succeeded
the
so
players
well.
and how they've enjoyed the game, how do you think the community feedback has really helped shape the Order of Giants going forward and a lot of the decisions you guys have made?
I mean, at Machine Games, it's always important. We always listen. We love to get, you know, community feedback or player feedback, to hear from the fans. And one thing that stood out to us after releasing The Great Circle was that the thing that we really wanted to try to convey with this game was things that were appreciated by the fans as well. And when listening in on certain aspects, like could this be tweaked, could this be polished, that absolutely helped our process moving forward. But we did already obviously had a very strong vision and a plan for what to do. But there are a lot of micro decisions within the DLC and the development of it that is in relation to, you know, listening into the community and the player feedback. It's we had this opportunity to be able to polish some things
the tubes
even
are so
further.
awesome in this game.
There are sections within the DLC that is even of higher quality than the main game. Yes, given to the fact that we had more time to polish certain aspects.
I would say it was a really great place to be in terms of confidence on development side, on design side. Like being off the base game and going right into DLC, all of the level designers like really had a nice chance to just start making new puzzles from, you know, after years of working on a lot of content that had been started long before. We had a lot of new people join, and so this was their first time to get to take a puzzle from start to finish, and it was just, you know, having like the success behind it was, and all all the fans saying that they wanted more was just like the greatest impetus. It was
Heck
nice.
yeah, that sounds really refreshing as well, like really gearing up. I love that. Well, speaking of developing it, and Zeke, maybe you can give us a little bit of insight behind the curtains and what the team were up to. Was there any like fun fan favorite moments from or experiences that you could share with us from the team about making Order of Giants?
Oh, I was thinking, yeah, or I think maybe, getting, one of my favorite parts about developing the core game, and I think this plays into the DLC a good bit, was just like, we have all this stuff that you're able to use to beat up bad guys. Like, it's a shovel, it's a plunger, it's a like shower brush. And this is a sort of thing that like we had early in the game, and just like as we started to develop it, it's like, oh, this is super fun. And at some point we realized like later in development, like, we need to have more and more stuff. But nobody had made that list. And one day the associate game director, like Frederick Jungdahl, stepped forward and he was like, hey, Zeke, I just have this 150 weapons that I would like to suggest. And so I think that carried on through, the base game. And actually, as we started into the DLC, it was just like, what are we going to be able to hit our enemies with now as well?
Flip, that's a lot of choice. I mean, India is certainly well equipped there, that's what I would say.
Yeah.
Well, I have to ask, guys, when and how can we access the new update?
September 4th.
Yeah, so on September 4th, it's out. If you have premium or premium upgrade or the British edition, you will be able to just access that. If you only have like the base version of the game, it will be accessible and you can purchase it as a standalone as well. But you need to have the base game to be able to enjoy the DLC.
Okay, amazing. I can't wait to play myself and get that theme song stuck in my head all over again. I can't wait.
Nice.
Well, Axel, Zeke, it's been so much fun chatting all things Order of Giants. Congratulations
Don't forget,
again
folks,
on
we
the
are
main
doing
game.
a replay of
Can't
Indiana
wait to
Jones,
play
the
it,
Great
and maybe we
Great
should go over
Circle
to the
right now,
Indiana
so
Jones booth over there and
tune in
have a look at the puzzles
every day.
there.
Yeah,
YouTube and Twitch
yeah.
for the live
Thank
streams,
you,
and then there's
guys.
a
Thank you.
podcast
Now,
playlist over
from
on YouTube.
ourselves here at the Xbox at